You guys up here. I have clothes drying on bed. I need to buy one of those like extendable line drying clothes things. Anyway, today is Sunday and I have decided I want to catch up with my vlogs, but like I really want you guys watching current up-to-date vlogs. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is try to figure out a new rotation where I'm putting up more today's vlogs. I think starting with today, I'm going to make vlogs and upload them in real time. Everything before today's date, I'm going to still upload those because I don't want to get rid of that footage. So my channel's gonna get weird for a little bit, but I'm going to have the title. You guys know which ones are older and which ones are newer. We are an entire year behind. And it's content, we're starting to get into the content that gets kind of deep for me. And I don't want it to, it's not gonna re-trigger me. It's actually quite amazing like how far I've come. But it's interesting because I'm now about to go into the season again. But hopefully not as deep and scary and whatever I was going through. That being said, I'm gonna try and figure out how I'm gonna do this, but I do want to be updated with you guys and I want you guys to see current footage because seeing this old footage, I'm not gonna be able to grow my channel if you guys are continually seeing a year old footage. So I am going to include those, but those are gonna be like a whole nother like series. We're just gonna like call it a series, make it a little bit more exciting than it actually is. And you'll know by the title if it's an old one. And then I'll make some sort of title so you know it's a new one whenever I upload. So from today on out, I will make sure that I upload those vlogs together, and then anything before this date, I'll do those as well. So yeah, anyway, today's Sunday and we got home from going to TJ Maxx and Bath & Body Works. So I went to Bath & Body Works and here, I'll do a haul for you guys. One sec. We'll do a Bath & Body Works haul. So I did an online order and pickup because I think it was 2 years ago, they did a Halloween, the very first Halloween projector wall flyer plug-in thing. They did the very first one and I went searching everywhere for this thing. I saw someone have it on Instagram and I was like, I have to have it. I just cannot live my life without it. I never found it, and so every year since last year and this year, I'm like, the second they drop their Halloween, I go ahead and I purchase it. They have a ton out right now, but I got this plug-in. It has a projector that goes onto the wall when it's plugged in of, I think it's bats. So this one has 3 that go onto the wall, and then this thing lights up as well. And then I got this one. I picked it up yesterday, buy online and pick up, and it didn't work. So I don't know if that's gonna be like a thing with this particular one, but it didn't work when I got home. I had to like hold it and then it would work. So it was almost like the wiring or something was a little bit off, or some sort of sensor was off. And these are expensive. They're $39.95 or something like that, but I was not gonna wait for a sale because like I said, they sell out. What's up? What?
But it was storming.
It's not storming anymore. And I went ahead and picked up this skeleton hand sanitizer holder. I always get a new one every single year, and this one I thought was the coolest, and it was like the best price one. The rest were like 12 something, so I got it. I got Lakeside Life. I didn't even bother smelling these. I got Lakeside Life. I got Pear Vanilla. Champagne Apple and Honey. Vampire Blood. I feel like every year you have to get Vampire Blood here. And then I got Blackberries and Basil. And then finally another Vampire Blood. I had to get some plugins, so I got Mahogany Vanilla. This one is Mahogany Vanilla as well. And then I got Mahogany Vanilla. Oh my gosh, why did I get so many of the same one? I had no idea I got all that. I'm gonna have to go through this and make sure I did okay. The Perfect Autumn.
I can see that.
And then I'm gonna have to count these. Autumn Woods. And then I got this Sensual Amber. This one is like their smaller one, which I actually really like that they have these smaller ones. When I was picking out, I went just to exchange the wall plug-in thing. Went to just exchange it, but the kids were having fun over in the hand sanitizer aisle and they love to flirt. So they were, you know, being cute, like they try to be. And this woman saw me and she's like, do you have any coupons? And I'm like, no, I'm so sorry. If I had one, I'd give you one. And she was just like, oh no, I have one for you. So she gave me a coupon for 20% off. And then it also had attached to it a coupon for free body care. So I got the spray for free and then it was 20% off the rest. So that's when I was like, okay, since I have a coupon now, I'll go ahead and I'll buy the things that I wanted to get. The pricing has just gotten to be so much that I just cannot like justify spending all the money unless I have a coupon, when I have a coupon. So those are the things I like do enjoy having in the house. And I know the scents, and I know people are gonna come on here, crunchy moms and stuff like that. I only have it plugged in for like short periods of time. I don't keep them plugged in all day. So I'll plug them in if I feel like the house could use a little bit of something. I'll plug them in and then I do without. Okay, so I want to talk about this because I just talked about it on Instagram too. TJ Maxx, when you go there, look at if there's like a bunch of the same product and there's something that you want, look at every single box. I know it's like redundant and it seems annoying, but look at every single one, because my son really wanted this toy, but the price just was not like, my daughter was getting something that was like $4, so I was like, okay, we'll get something for the same price. And so he found a toy that was $7.99 and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that right now. We just got toys yesterday, I'm not gonna do that. And then I go down the aisle a little bit and there was one that was $5.99. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. For the same exact toy, the same exact toy. It was like a Jurassic Park one that used to be sold at Target that he's been wanting. That's not the first time that that's happened. That's happened a lot. Can I put it back up? This is the toy that it was. It's super cute. Yeah, when he's done. When he's done. Their pricing is all over the map. I got a pop socket today, like a MagSafe one that's normally like $45 on like pop socket website. I got it for $8. But like other regular pop sockets were more than that. Some of them were 10, some were 12, some were the kind that's MagSafe but not with the wallet. They were $12.99. Hello, happy Monday. I officially made it official on Instagram. I shared it with you guys that I will be here. Shared it on Instagram that I'm coming back here, so I'm really happy for the response that I've gotten so far. I literally just posted it and I've gotten so many messages and DMs and excitement and cheering me on, and I'm just gonna ride that. There's gonna be a lot of people over here who don't enjoy YouTube and don't enjoy this content, and that's fine. All I can ask is that if you don't enjoy this type of content, you don't want to hear me talk, you don't want to hear about whatever the hell I'm talking about, just don't subscribe. Go on your merry way and find a channel that you like. Just want this for the people who I can actually relate to and who can relate to me. I'm gonna go edit an old vlog though. It's me, it's my channel, so I'm gonna share things that I'm interested in, what I'm doing, how I'm thinking, sharing still my healing journey. This is my favorite time of year. I love this summer heading into fall. It's storming right now and my daughter was nervous and she tried so hard to go to sleep. She tried so hard, but she woke up from the storm and it just made her nervous. A lot of times I'm gonna be filming on my phone, and honestly I'm so grateful that the phone quality is so wonderful. That's what makes me get the new phone every single year. By the way, it's the camera. This type of stuff is like right up my alley and I'm tired of digging that down. I love phone cases, I love tech, I love anything tech. Like if you want to buy me anything in the phone case, computer, Apple products, hard drives, like anything tech, you will always win my heart. It's crazy. I feel like I'm starting over. I'm like all giddy and everything because I'm finally filming again and I just feel giddy. I've been doing this for the majority of my life, all of my adulthood, but yet I just still feel so good to be in this place. Sam ran to either UPS or FedEx. We have a thermostat and power kept going out and flickering, and our internet was going out and flickering. Actually, I think it was our internet, not our power. Well, our power flickered a couple times. So anyways, it knocked the thermostat off of our like Wi-Fi. We weren't able to connect it at all. So we got a new one sent to us and now we have to send the other one back. So both my kids asked if they could go with my husband and I was like, listen, I'm not going. So you're stuck taking both kids in the store. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, oh my gosh, I get to have a moment by myself. The old me and the new mommy would never do this. I would never ever allow that because there'd be like this weird mom guilt that would just immediately come on, like, oh, I probably should go and help him, and you know, he can't possibly go with kids by himself, that's not fair. But now I'm like, there's so much that you go through as a mom, hormones, just so much that you go through. Mine became strictly motherhood, no other life existed. So now I've done a good job at balancing it out. I feel like I'm starting to get out of the part of motherhood where I'm not as much in like just that survival mode. I'm more now, I feel like I'm thriving a lot more than I was, and I feel like I'm starting to like flourish a little bit more. I was in survival mode, and so everything would just accumulate on countertops and I would wipe things down when I felt like it. I mean, I wiped the kitchen and bathrooms and stuff like that, I mean, every day, but like the dust, like dusting and vacuuming, I wasn't vacuuming as often as I was mopping and vacuuming every single day when they were kids, or when they were babies. I feel like when you're like an early mom, you're in this survival mode. You have young kids, and doing just the mundane daily house, or just like doing the mundane daily stuff you do in a day, like the cleaning, the dishes, the things that you have to do on a daily basis, that takes up all of your day, just doing that. And so all the little things that you put to the side, oh, picking up your nightstand, picking up your dresser, picking up wherever it is that you accumulate stuff, that kind of gets pushed on the back burner. Wow, pleasant surprise. I'm getting a payout from Wally cases. So yeah, if you are interested in a Wally case, they're super, super, super cool. My favorite part about the new ones are the like magnetic ones. I love this magnetic one. The card holder part comes off. So you can use this, you know, you can put a pop socket on it instead if you want like a MagSafe pop socket, or you can also use this on any MagSafe case that you have. I also have MagSafe accessories in my car, so I can just have it in my car magnetically. MagSafe ones are the ones that I really love. That's probably the ones that I'm gonna buy from here on out. And then I also have this phone charm you'll see on my phone. Aesthetically, it's like so beautiful, but it does start to annoy me. But I highly recommend Wally cases. Even these magnet ones have the little kickstand option. You'll see me use this a lot too. I love this spec glittery one, and you guys have seen this a million times. My Sonics ring. Oh my gosh, this combo I love so stinking much, so you'll see that a lot too. Did you finish swim class?
Never.
Did you finish swim class?
Good morning.
Did you finish swim class?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I finished swim class and I pooped.
You finished it a while ago.
I peed in swim class and I peed in bed.
Good job, you guys. Proud of y'all. Wanna go to the pool?
One dad. One dad.
You ready to see Ninja Turtles? You ready to see Ninja Turtles? Yeah.
Jasmine? Yeah, I'm doing Jasmine. Dad, can I hold her hand?
What'd you think? Did you like it or did it scare you?
Oh, it scared me a little bit, not that bad.
I posted a reel earlier. Did I vlog today yet? I vlogged for something for the vlog I uploaded today. Okay, quick updates. Yesterday we went to swim class. She is done. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. That's such an amazing feeling, like being able to go to the pool with them and watching them play and watching them independently play. And of course I'm watching them, but that part of our summer is done. We went to the pool, hung out at the pool for a little bit I think I showed you guys. We went and saw the Ninja Turtle movie, showed you some of that as well. Definitely not a movie for the entire family. If you end up seeing any promotions or interviews that say that, don't believe it, because it's not. I'm not overly thrilled that my kids saw it. It wasn't bad, it just was not something that I would have wanted them to have seen. It's whatever. I'm not overly protective when it comes to movies. It just wasn't a movie that I was like overly thrilled that we saw. Like, you know, Mario was really good and we really enjoyed Sonic and we really enjoyed The Little Mermaid, but when it came to this one, it just was not the same feeling of, did you love it? It was kind of like, my son did enjoy it. But anyways, moving on from that too, I wanted to have like an honest heart to heart here. For some reason, now that I'm editing content from last year, it's bringing up awareness that I wasn't quite aware of before. I wanted to say this: you are not made to be like everybody else. I am someone who does not enjoy going out all the time. I enjoy socializing, but I'm very selective of who I want to spend my time with, and my social battery dies really, really fast. There's reasonings for it. You're not an antisocial person. You have things that has happened in your life that has made you this way. So I have spent the last so many years feeling like I needed to explain myself. I did want to go somewhere, or maybe I did go somewhere and I had explained how hard it was for me to do it. I don't have that same desire to explain myself anymore. I posted a reel yesterday that said I'm in my villain era. My villain era is me saying, thank you so much for the invite, but I'm not gonna be able to make it. That is something that's really, really hard for someone like me to tell someone. If I told you no, I'm not going, I want you to know how hard that was for me to say it. The mental load that it took me to tell you no, I can't make it, or maybe yes, I did make it. It took a lot of mental load for me to get there. A lot of analyzing, a lot of overthinking, a lot of me beating myself up to come to the conclusion of yes or no. Don't feel like you shouldn't invite me places. I just want you to be aware that there's some people like me where if I gave you a yes or a no, I don't do well with either being made fun of for my answer, or I don't appreciate when I am like pushed and pushed and pushed, because again, it took a lot for me to get to my answer. So when I'm pushed a lot, it makes me feel worse. I know some people do better with the push, but some people like me don't. We end up mentally getting even more drained and feeling more crappy about ourselves. But I'm also at a place where I don't care anymore. I'm at a place where my answer is my answer and I'm gonna stick to it, and I'm not gonna beat myself up for that answer, whether it's yes or no. I'm no longer beating myself up for it. Today's editing sesh took me for quite a loop. I went through so many emotions today. We are in the time where it gets really, really hard for me. The hardest time of my life by far. And we're just hitting the time where I am really struggling. And what's interesting is I had said that the footage coming up was gonna be footage where I seem a little off. And the sad thing is that I don't actually seem off. I actually seem completely normal and mentally stable. So that just shows that I really don't know what people are going through in their minds, because I watch it and I know how hard of a time I was having, but I would never know really from looking at it. And I kind of had that when my son was first born, and I went through that year was really, really hard too, but I wouldn't say it's the worst year. But that year was extremely difficult, and I wasn't able to look at photos of my son. If you ever heard with breastfeeding, if you look at photos, it'll also make you, so when I would look at photos of my son, it would bring pain. And I felt that way for the longest time, and then finally when I was out of the pain and breastfeeding didn't hurt anymore, I was able to look at the photos and I was like, wow, I would never know again that I was going through so much pain and like agonizing pain. So it's just interesting. I just know memory wise how hard I was dealing with something, like how strong that was. So it honestly just shows that you have no idea what someone is going through, and you gotta be kind to people. It's got no point where I will never ever live my life again to make other people feel comfortable or to do things that other people want me to do because they feel like I should. I don't care anymore what people think. How I was talking about the the mental thoughts that go through your head when you're like invited places. Trust me, if I gave you an answer, I had already thought about it. Chances are when you're going through a really difficult time mentally, when someone says yes, they're not doing it for themselves, they're doing it for you. And I encourage you not to be someone who will push someone to do something that they don't really want to do. A simple invite is great, but if you take it beyond that, or you make someone feel bad because they say no, even if they say no to every single invite that you give them, making someone feel bad is not okay, because you don't know what they're going through sometimes. I don't think people really understood how bad it was for me, truly. There are just times that, you know, I felt like I did things for other people that I wasn't mentally wanting to do because I was struggling so bad. Sometimes it's good to get people out of their shells, but sometimes it's not. I think what people don't get is that when there's people who are introverted or people who are in their shells, it's a survival and a protective tactic, and it's very difficult for someone to come out of their shell when that's why they're in it in the first place. And when they do get out of it, it really takes way more energy than a lot of people understand. That is what I'm going through during this chapter that I'm editing, and so I do need to bring awareness, like as a reflection, because you guys are going to see that vlog first and then you'll see this one. I just went through a period of time where people just misunderstood me. You know, keep inviting people over and over and over, and allow a no to be an answer. Just allow them to say no without judgment, without putting them down. You know, eventually you're gonna stop inviting them. I get that. If people want to stop inviting me places, I get that. But I no longer want to feel ashamed of saying no, period. I'm gonna go to the places that I feel I have the energy to go to. I'm gonna decline the events and the places and the things that I feel like I'm not interested in. I don't have the mental interest in doing, and that's that. I have to do that this year, especially this year going forward. Last year I did the whole people-pleasing thing. This year I'm gonna do my thing. We are watching TV again. I feel like I've gone through like an emotional roller coaster today just watching those vlogs. You know what, I'm gonna go dust the fans. We're gonna go dust some fans and some blinds. That's what we're gonna do. I am feeling very anxious and jittery today. I don't know, maybe because of all the editing and stuff. I needed to step away at some point. It's taken me literally this entire day to edit this vlog, the entire day, and I keep telling you guys that it's gonna be up tonight, and now I'm like, is it? Maybe I should get something else in my belly so that my jitters go away. It's like my first vlog up since my comeback, and it feels really, really, really good. That's the one you want?
looks like it's light blue, or is it?
Maybe. What one can I have? I'm gonna do cherry. Cool? Can I have the cherry one? Let's go see what your sister wants. What one do you want?
What is
Hey,
this?
show me your sweet tat.
What's this blue?
Ooh, that's a sweet tat.
What's this blue thing?
What blue thingy? Blueberry.
This is poo poo.
What one?
That's poo poo.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Poo poo.
Which one?
This one is poo poo.
Cherry. That's the one Mommy got. This one's a mystery one. It looks, let me see. Can I see? It looks like it's a pink one.
Huh?
Looks like it could be a pink one. Is that what you want?
No, I got a pink one right here.
Okay. Are you done?
I'm still looking.
Okay.
It's almost mommy. Look how big this is. You can open mine.
Okay, not right now.
Get over.